Very good. Yes. Very good. Yes.
So, Your Excellency, Murang'a has now started.
Yes.
So we usually enter into agreements with various factories. They guarantee our farmers price.
Yes.
We used to sell mango before this, $3 per kg a farmer. But we put it within because of this.
Very good.
But now these guys, they have now given us a deal of that per kg.
Very good. Yes. Very good. For mangoes.
For mango.
What about avocado?
Avocados we are buying at 100 this time.
100, eh?
Yes.
So
that is Hass and Fuete. For the Kienyeji ones we are paying 50. This is the Kienyeji.
This Kienyeji,
yes.
Yes. Okay. Congratulations. Now what you're doing? Prime Minister. We agreed that we're going to have a bilateral agreement so that we open that market. I don't know whether
So these are property sellers. Thank you. Yeah. Same way.
Mortgage. Okay.
Now, this is our county affiliated company. Yes, you can take one.
Vanilla Madiwa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yoga.
It's counting.
What do you mean count?
The factory was started by the government. Then we ceded it to farmers. The union of the farmers. This is the one now running.
Very good.
So it can be supported.
How do we
Never seen it. It is not that much.
It is not just money that supports.
There are many things we supposed that we wanted. One is the marketing, because we want to go to the market. Number two, we wanted to do the repairs for the company and to buy extra machines. And when the governor was handing over the factory, the other time was CST Kui. And he came and he promised that we at least 150 million to start. So if you can able to do that, we had given us a very good showcase. We can be able to continue.
Let them give us a proposal. And in that proposal, I want you to say how much money you're going to put so that I can do the rest.
We appreciate it because they affect many other farmers.
Thank you. Now, this is a very important stand.
Habari zenu? Naona nyinyi watu ya kahawa. Habari yako?
Your Excellency.
Very good.
Your Excellency, welcome to
Habari ma'am. Salama. Hello, how are you? Very good. Habari yako mzee?
This is Murang'a Farmers Cooperative Union.
Yes.
A union among the 15 unions that have already been licensed by CMA to mill and sell coffee.
Yes.
I would like to take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to thank you so much for the concern you have shown, particularly since you took over that line. We are through. We have seen what is happening, and also our farmers are very happy. They have received payments through the unions, payments that have never been realized any other time. Otherwise, we are requesting you to continue supporting us. We are doing well, and probably just a little bit push and consideration from your side, then things will be all right.
What we did there?
Yeah.
We organized the sector.
Yeah.
So that we eliminate the people who are brokers in between and causing unnecessary confusion, delaying payment. Many farmers were waiting for 4, 5, 6 months before they receive payment. So we have cleaned up that space. So what additional do you want me to do?
What I will request you, Your Excellency, I'm also the chairman of National Coffee Cooperative Union. We have discussed this before. What I will request you to do is to look at the window. The multinationals are coming in. You look at the total amount of money realized by coffee all over the country, a big portion has gone to the multinationals. So within the 2019 regulations, there are still some windows, there are still some areas that they are taking advantage of. Okay. They have sold, and the moment these people sell their coffee, like in Murang'a, we sold about 3.5 billion worth of coffee.
Yes.
Billion. And a part of that, the multinationals took could be about 12 billion. This money never stopped in Murang'a anywhere. This money that they took away. But the 3.5 billion earned by our farmers remains here. So we are requesting you, Your Excellency, let's close the widows just like the 2019 regulations want. This will really...
But you agree that the sector is now better organized?
Oh, yes. Your Excellency, we are happy what you are doing for the seedlings. We are aware.
Earnings have progressively
Oh, yes, a lot. And
subsidized fertilizer is working.
yeah, and the waiver, we know you are also considering the waiver. You have given money for the seedlings. We are very appreciative. Agrochemicals, we have also given money, and we really appreciate all this. Otherwise,
Okay, that small corner imebaki kidogo, I'll
yeah,
straighten it up.
please. And when you are not sure about it, just invite the farmers. We shall come and clear this. Thank you.
Na transformer yenye ulitupatia, it's working and we are doing
Hii inaitwa ultrasonic flow meter.
Yes.
Ultrasonic flow meter ni ya kutusaidia kuangalia quality ya mita. Haya, hii nayo hapa tunatumia ku fuse the new technology. Yes. Ya kuunganisha. Yes, kuunganisha. So unafanya hivyo. Yes. Asante.
Mnatengeneza wapi?
Mathioya.
Mathioya?
Yeah, we manufacture it in Mathioya, although still.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look for an opportunity niwapitie.
Karibu sana, sir. Thank you. You can take that. You can. Yes. Yes, sir.
Habari yako mama? Naona unaunda maneno.
Natibu watu.
Unatibu watu?
Natibu watu. Hapa tuna kitu tunaita hibiscus, natural juice, bila chemical. Na hii ukikunywa ina manage pressure, inatoa cholesterol, ukitaka kureduce.
Okay.
Bado kuna muringa. Na nataka unichukulie kitu kimoja hapa.
Okay.
Angalau nilipe nyumba.
Haya gani?
Kuna hibiscus. Hibiscus.
Saidia 20,000 nipatie huyu mama.
Thank you. Thank you hibiscus.
Niende nijaribu hii.
Na hii moringa. Na
Inapunguza
only 3 petals. For pressure bado kuna. Hii inapunguza cholesterol ukikunywa na maji moto. Inatoa cholesterol na reduce weight. Na hii nayo ni ya miguu. Ukiwa unaumwa na miguu unaweza squat. Hebu squat kidogo. Hiyo nayo moringa natural inaongeza vitamins, calcium na ina balance diet. Bado kuna thank you. My name is Deborah Njeri kutoka Keno. My MP. This one. Thank you.
Murang'a Sabasaba here.
Yes. Where are you buying the leather from?
We are buying leather from sometime in Azizi leather, but we are trying to do from yes sir.
I'm going to connect you to local manufacturers of leather.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
So that we promote local. So in school shoes.
Yes sir. Back to school unisex, both for boys and girls, and we are doing it locally. For now, I have 35 boys which are doing this work. If you can support us, our Mr. President, we can be very.
What kind of support do you need from me?
The support I need from you is support, because I'm doing it in my home here in Sabasaba, nyumbani kabisa. Now, with due respect, if you can come and see what we are doing, and the way I'm supporting the young men, I can be very happy. Yes, working. I can show even in my phone. Yeah, bring the phone. Bring my phone. What you are doing for them? Yes, yes, yes. We are calling Nyumbani. Let me show you in the my. Yes. That is what we are doing. Yes, sir. I have the video there. You can see the boys. Let's. Hawa ni vijana wanafanya.
A small factory and capacity to make the shoe better quality.
Yes, sir.
But a small factory. 1 million. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir.
Diversification. Tuko na hizi chakula za mifugo. We have this one purple red napier and this one sweet potato vines and this one is
Lakini chakula ya ng'ombe.
Ni chakula ya ng'ombe ili mtu afanye kazi kilimo biashara ili tuweke pesa kwa mfuko, ndio maana nawafunza, na pia tuko na chakula vitabu tunafunza hapa nayo farming.
Ukiwafundisha wanakulipa ama unalipwa na nani?
Silipi na mtu na wauzia ile kitu kidogo napata ndio ninajisaidia nayo. So I would like your support. Yes.
Aya, napata support.
Okay. Usiache our president.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Yes.
Yeah, we are known as Back to Nature Cure. We deal with nutrition, Your Excellency the President. Yeah, we have other books. We also collaborate with JKUAT University to make sure that we have the best available products in case somebody has ulcers, he has diabetes, natural products, Your Excellency the President. That's our profession. We have been in this field for over. Kitabu, Mr. President, sir, they are there. But I think we have light food is your best medicines, Mwonyeshe, Your Excellency President. And also we have the amazing miracle cure, love wheat grass juice, Your Excellency. And also you have one of the best books, Stop Suffering and Be Your Own Doctor. Yeah, thank you.
Ongea na hiyo micro. Sema kwenye ni wapi na jina yako nini unafanya?
My name is Agnes Wanjeri from Kandeli. Nashona hizi kutumia beads. I want project is going to different constituencies like this, but we need support to build a craft center within the park so that the products can go abroad.
Hata utapanga.
Atusaidie that craft center tulete kila
mtu. Can also get the Ministry of Trade.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
To push it to international.
We cannot go to.
But yeah.
Chairman of the bank.
How are you, Chairman?
Welcome to Excellent.
How are you? Yes. I know many things about APC.
In Murang'a, 76% of all bank accounts here because it's machinani.
Yes.
So it's quite. But broadly, we have now gone. Agriculture is 16% of all our loan book in Kenya.
Is it?
So what we now need
16%?
to do, 16%. So what we need to do is now agro-processing. That would take it to 30.
That is why we are doing KIPES.
Exactly.
And that's why we are doing special economic zone.
Yes.
Thank you very much for supporting.
Yes, so thank you, Excellency. Yeah, so there's quite a lot. We are really focused on food as the key priority, then manufacturing, so that you add value addition to the agricultural output, agro-processing, then trade and investment, because if we don't sell, then there's a problem.
Hello, how are you? Good to see you again. How is Japan? Yeah. This is a great conference. So we are very engaged with Murang'a. Build industrial park will bring more Chinese companies here. Manufacture.
Are you the one?
Industrialization.
Was talking about?
Yes.
Oh yes, I remember. I remember.
Okay.
We are planning it for Murang'a and Kiambu County. So we are proposing 4,000 units in Murang'a County and 2,500 units in Kiambu. Yes. Yes.
We will see how to work together.
Yes. Thank you so much.
On the element of mortgage.
Yes.
And support the buyers.
Yes.
Especially even if they are the...
And also the funding for us as the developers. Yes. Yes. For Kiambu, for Thika Grove Chania.
ATDA is doing a wonderful job. And I hope you people
Jamii kwa makofi mazuri. Karibu sana saa ili uweze kujiunga nasi. Nitaomba kwa ruhusa ya Mheshimiwa Rais tuwe watulivu, tuweze kuongozwa kwa maombi mafupi na Father Andrew Junguna, Baba Paroko, Mahote Catholic Church.
Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Almighty, ever-living God, we begin this meeting with hearts full of gratitude. We thank you for the gift of life, the peace that we enjoy, and the opportunity to gather for this Murang'a County Investors Conference. We thank you for the natural beauty, the rich resources, and the resilient people of this land. As we enter into this forum, we recognize that all wisdom, growth, and prosperity comes from you. We lift up to you the President of the Republic of Kenya and his family. Grant him continued strength, health, and discernment in leadership. May his efforts, together with all our national leaders, be guided by justice, truth, and the desire to unite and build the nation rooted in dignity and equity. We pray for the peace and stability of our beloved country, Kenya, and every community may live in harmony, and that every citizen may have a chance to thrive. Now we bring before you the leadership of Murang'a County. Bless them with clarity of vision, courage in decision-making, and a servant heart for the people they represent. May they seek not personal gain, but the welfare of every household, from the youngest to the eldest. Bless this conference today, O Lord. May it be a place of fruitful dialogue, visionary planning, and ethical partnership. May investors, stakeholders, and leaders come together with openness and commitment to sustainable development. Let this not be an event of words alone, but the beginning of actions that will transform lives, create jobs, empower the youth, and uplift the poor. And finally, we commend to you the citizens of Murang'a. Work with the farmers, the business owners, the investors, the young people seeking for opportunity, and the families striving every day. May the fruits of this gathering reach their homes and their hearts, renewing hope and inspiring possibility for generations to come. We ask all this in faith, hope, and humility, trusting in your divine guidance. For you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Kwa ruhusa yako Mheshimiwa Rais, naomba tuketi. Mheshimiwa Daktari William Ruto, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya na Amiri Jeshi Mkuu wa Majeshi ya Ulinzi, Gavana wa eneo gatuzi la Murang'a na magavana wote waliohudhuria, Waziri wa Ardhi, Nyumba na Mipango ya Miji Mheshimiwa Alice Wahome, Katibu katika Wizara yetu ya Uwekezaji Bwana Abubakar, Mkurugenzi Mkuu Equity Group Holdings Daktari James Mwangi na wawekezaji wote, waheshimiwa wajumbe na wawakilishi wodi mbalimbali, Baraza la Bajeti na Kiuchumi la hapa Murang'a MBEC, viongozi wote kwa ujumla, mabibi na mabwana. Mheshimiwa Rais, nikubalie sasa nimwalike gavana wetu Mheshimiwa Irungu Kang'ata ili aweze kutukaribisha hapa na kuwatambua viongozi waliohudhuria. Welcome sir. Tumkaribishe gavana wetu kwa makofi tafadhali.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto. We also have Dr. James Mwangi of Equity. We have the MBEC members. We do have the Cabinet Secretary, MCAs, Senators, even my colleague Governor. We have several leaders whom I will acknowledge. Allow me now to first call my because His Excellency is really short of time. Just recognition.
Okay, thank you, His Excellency. My name is Peter Kihongi, MP Kagema. I know the congregation is not waiting from mass members. I think we can just come here, say our names, so that we may give the president some time because I know he's short of time. Kwa hivyo hata sitaongea tafadhali. Kujeni tu tafadhali haraka haraka. Majina tu tafadhali please. Hata sio kuongea. Jina tu. Quick one.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, welcome once again to the great county of Murang'a. Tupigie His Excellency makofi. I will stand on the established protocols. My name is Senator Veronica Maina from the great county of Murang'a. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Karibuni nyote. Mimi ni Mary wa Maua, Member of Parliament, Maragua constituency.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rehab Mokami, Mama County from Nyeri.
Sante, thank you. Good afternoon. Irene Joki, Member of Parliament, Bahati constituency. Asanteni kwa kutukaribisha.
Your Excellency, the President, my name is Betty Maina, the County Woman Rep here in Murang'a County.
Your Excellency, the President, my name is David Olesankok, Member of Parliament, East Africa Legislative Assembly, and Irungu Kangata was my very loyal Deputy President in the student leadership in the University of Nairobi. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President. All protocols observed. I'm Sabina Chege. Murang'a County is my home. I want to welcome you and also welcome all the investors. And just to mention, Your Excellency, that we are very happy for the support we have gotten as a county, for the money that has supported this initiative, and especially on the economic special zones. Your Excellency, we are very grateful even for the money that came through KDC to our circles, and we will continue standing and supporting you. Your Excellency, finally, this Murang'a County is a home of great people. So we welcome you once again, not only today, but karibu sana na ujisikie uko nyumbani. Asante sana.
Okay, thank you, His Excellency. We know how you are pushed by time. We welcome you to Murang'a. We are very happy. Karibu sana. Mpigeni His Excellency makofi. And the members kwa kutii tafadhali. Yeah.
Members of the County Assembly, be upstanding to wapigia makofi. We have members of the County Assembly. Thank you. Wapigieni makofi asanti because of time. Let me now call the governor from Kisii, my friend Simba Arati, to come and say something. Thank you for finding time to come all the way from Kisii. We talked on short notice yesterday, and thank you.
Mheshimiwa Rais, wageni waheshimiwa, habari ya jioni. Hapa wanajuanga Kiswahili? Watu wa Murang'a mnajua Kiswahili kweli? English. Nataka nishukuru niseme kwamba mimi naitwa Simba Arati, gavana wa Kisii. Nimekuja leo kujiunga pamoja na nyinyi katika conference hii kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Kang'ata tulikuwa na yeye bunge pamoja. Tumekuwa magavana. Jana jioni nilipigia simu ananiambia hapana usiongee na mimi, wewe kuja kesho. Nimeangalia hapa Mheshimiwa Rais, unajua hapa Murang'a ni kama Kisii. Weather ni the same. Ile maendeleo naona iko hapa, mzee Mwangi, mzee Munga, Profesa Masharia ambaye ni daktari wangu. Nataka niseme Mheshimiwa Rais utakapokuja kule Kisii kwa sababu tutafanya shughuli kama hii. Naona kwamba hii ni nzuri. Ufanye haya mazuri ambao umefanya hapa Murang'a. Kwa sababu amefanya mambo mazuri. Watu wa Murang'a nataka tuseme kwamba tushirikiane pamoja. Tupeane kazi na siasa tuanze baadaye. Kwa sasa tufanye shughuli ambayo ipo. At least miaka 3 kuelekea uchaguzini ni mbali sana. Tujaribu hii miaka 2 ambayo imebaki, ile nyingine moja watu wanyoroshane uwanjani, yule atashinda ashinde. Wale ambao tutabaki tubaki kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Rais lazima tubaki uongozini. Kivyo vyote vile. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki.
Your Excellency, let me call the Budget and Economic Council, all of them to come here. They are the brains behind this event. It is important you get to know them because they have really been supporting of this event and various programs. So please welcome Budget and Economic Council. I think it is important the President to get to know you and at least to listen your name. Karibu Chairman, you can lead our team.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the ladies and men that you've seen in front of you, and the members of the Budget and Economic Council of Murang'a County. They know their names better than I do. And if you allow me, Your Excellency, I will ask each one of them to come and just say his name or her name as the audience also welcome that with a clap. Thank you.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Kenya, my name is Professor Isaac Macharia, member of the Murang'a Economic Council and also Chairman of Equity Group Holdings. Thank you.
Your Excellency, my name is Dr. Kanyenje Gakombe. I'm a healthcare professional in charge of the healthcare pillar within the Economic Council. Thank you.
Your Excellency, my name is Dr. Salome Gitoho. Karibu Murang'a.
Your Excellency, I'm Professor Felista Wanjiru Njuguna.
Your Excellency, I'm Professor Dixon Nyariki. I'm the Vice Chancellor, Murang'a University of Technology. Welcome.
Your Excellency, sir, my name is Professor Zipporah Ng'ang'a. I serve in the Education Committee in Mbek. Karibu Murang'a.
Your Excellency, my name is Dr. John Mosonik. I'm a council member in technology and innovation.
Your Excellency, my name is Ambassador Muthoni Gishohi, the former Ambassador of Kenya to the People's Republic of China.
Your Excellency, it's an honor and pleasure. My name is Wayne Cook. I'm the Managing Director for Damonte Kenya Limited. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Your Excellency, my name is Jim Nambaru. I'm a member of MBEC, and I'm also the chairman of the Trade and Investment Committee of MBEC, and I've been chairing the committee which has been responsible for organizing this conference. Thank you very much indeed.
Your Excellency, sir, my name is Chris Flowers. I'm the Managing Director of Kakuzi PLC. Thank you.
Your Excellency, in 1 minute, allow me to do my presentation. I ask the people looking at the screen, handling the screen, to now present our presentation that I'll do in 1 or 2 minutes. But basically, Your Excellency, what we are, I don't know whether the speech. So, Your Excellency, basically, we are here in this conference for about 4 reasons. Number one, we want to attract industries that will come and establish themselves. Through that, we'll be able to have some jobs, also raise revenue as a county, and also thirdly, create backward linkages, particularly for our farmers. And we believe that will make Murang'a proceed. Your Excellency, we have several opportunities. Yes, can go next slide. So we hope through this conference, go back a little. We hope through this conference we will onboard investors, and we have several investment opportunities. Number one is this, what we call Murang'a Industrial Park. That is number one. That's the land that we have 1,300 at a place we call near Mackenzie. So this is the master plan, which has been approved by the County Assembly. That master plan, 500 acres we donated to IPZD, and we are happy that IPZD is currently building infrastructure there. The balance of 800 is in our hands. We have zoned it mainly for manufacturing and other uses. Your Excellency, we are happy that we have also given several national government pieces of land inside this park. One, the Ministry of Housing has a phase 2 affordable housing of about 2,500 units. The construction is ongoing. There is also the promise to help us upgrade Matiba Hospital, also a police station, Director of Public Prosecution, Teacher Service Commission, and all those people, and also Ministry of Lands. It has a portion where they can put up another house or a lands registry. Your Excellency, this land is open for anyone wanting to do manufacturing mainly, and but there is something we would want from the national government. One, the titling process needs to be hastened, and that requires National Lands Commission, the Ministry of Lands, and us, county government, to liaise. We are happy with the good work being done by the CS Lands, but I know you can help us to move that process a little bit ahead. Secondly, Your Excellency, is KAIP. This is about 36-acre land, which we have about 29 after we gave out the 6 acres to the primary school. These 29 acres, Your Excellency, is also open for manufacturers, particularly in agribusiness. We would be glad for any support that can come out of there. Thirdly, Your Excellency, is the area called a landfill. Number 3 is a landfill called Gekono. The only landfill in Eastern Central Africa. In fact, in south of Sub-Saharan Africa, is only South Africa that has a landfill. We are currently looking for a private-public partnership. Anyone wanting to do recycling is also welcome to look for these investments. Number 4 is in the area of our milk factory. If a strategic investor would come and have a discussion with the farmers who are currently arranging that land, the county government would consider seeing how that factory can be expanded. Number 5 are small and medium enterprises, pieces of land, a cultural site, and finally the Mareira farm. Your Excellency, I will finish with that piece of land, number 1. Your Excellency, for that land to become commercially viable, there are several things we need. We need water, paved roads, internet, sewerage. When we look at the capital outlay required to achieve that, Your Excellency, it is in the billions of shillings. And therefore, we know national government can input resources into that land. One, because it has its own institutions and projects there. For instance, EPZ, it needs water. Affordable housing needs water. It needs roads. So therefore, we really urge national government to look for resources and put into that zone. Secondly, Your Excellency, that land needs to be registered as a special economic zone. That is the role of Ministry of Trade and Investment. We are currently engaging with them, even intervention from your good office to hasten that registration as a special economic zone. We would definitely be happy. But anyway, we believe this investment ties us as a county government and the national government right jointly together, because If we don't get those investments, we will not progress, and the national government institution inside that land may also not progress. We believe the national government will support us because that's the only way we can create jobs, employment for the good people of Murang'a. Murang'a is #1 avocado producer in the entire country, #2 in coffee, #1 in tea, small scale. We are now also doing well in maize and also in mango. And therefore, all this produce, once it gets a place value can be added, we believe the economic status of this region and Kenya generally would go up. Let me now call Dr. James Mwangi to speak and give his keynote address. Can we clap for Dr. James Mwangi?
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, the Governor of Murang'a, Honorable Ministers, Permanent Secretaries present, investors, leaders. It is both a privilege and a personal joy for me to stand before you, Your Excellency, the President, here in Murang'a, the land of my heritage, and a place whose potential mirrors that of Kenya and the entire African continent. It's rich, resilient, and ready for transformation. Today, we gather here not just to imagine a better Murang'a, but to invest in building it. And that is the clearly call. We have to build that potential that Murang'a has. Not just in envisioning growth, but to activate it and say with great confidence, Murang'a is ready for transformation. Your Excellency, I'm very privileged that you found me worthy to be one of your advisors on the African Union mission of African Green Industrialization Initiative. I stand here, Your Excellency, to lead and endorse whether Kenya can present Murang'a and specifically the 1,300 acre plot to be part and parcel of that initiative. Your Excellency, I have 5 reasons why I think will not fail you. You were introduced to the team that is leading this initiative. That is what good governance looks like. We have academia, we have entrepreneurs, we have executives, and we have county government. That partnership, that unity of purpose brings us together for a common goal. So we are all in it, and that is why we can't fail, Your Excellency. The second thing, Your Excellency, as you saw in that team, a lot of them are entrepreneurs. Murang'a is the land of entrepreneurs. Their children and their neighbors have understood entrepreneurship. While they may not be entrepreneurs, but they know what it takes for business to succeed. So they will provide the quality labor that will help the transformation to happen. Your Excellency, I was also privileged to have been part of the government's Vision 2030 and served for 15 years as a delivery chair. When you look at Murang'a, it has the requisite infrastructure to make this project happen. It's only minimal investment on the piece of land. The piece of land neighbors the famous Thika Road, a 6-lane road. Whatever we manufacture in Murang'a will be in Nairobi, the real urbanized population of nearly 5 million in 30 minutes. The cost of logistics is minimal if we choose Murang'a as an industrial park, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, let's look at the road infrastructure, bringing raw materials from up country. Murang'a can really be the hub of agro-processing for the country, Your Excellency. It's #1 producer of county producer of tea in the country. Last year, the farmers earned 18 billion shillings from tea, Your Excellency. That tea is sufficient to provide the requisite raw material for tea addition, for value addition in tea. Your Excellency, I'm a small-scale farmer in Kangema. Last year, I was paid 75 shillings for every kilo of tea. But as you know, Your Excellency, I travel a lot. The last time I stayed in Four Seasons in New York, I paid $12 for a sachet of 10 grams of the tea I produced. As an accountant, I computed $12 times 130. It was 150,000 Kenya shillings. And me, I only got 75 shillings. Your Excellency, if there is no other case, it is the power of value addition for the Murang'a farmers. That's the only way, Your Excellency, we can motivate them. I'm okay to pay the Kenya government a tax of 30,000 and I keep at 120. So, Your Excellency, if we look at it that way, I invite you to assign me as a person for this project, but from your office. Not from, so that I can make it happen. The second aspect, Your Excellency, is that tea is grown in the upper zones. There is no ridge in Murang'a that has no tarmac road to the upper ridge. So we are not asking for road infrastructure. You did the Mau Mau, and I was there last week. I saw you. Work is on. Let's complete it. The Nyoka Road is complete. So we are not asking for the heavy investment for enabling produce to come to the manufacturing hub. Your Excellency, it's green industrialization. Murang'a is just next to the Seven Fork hydro dams. We shall use hydro energy. So Kenya will tick, manufacturing is green. Our tea will be green. But Your Excellency, I will fail if I don't remind you that also Murang'a is #1 avocado producer in Kenya. So we can also put our factories for avocado processing. We stop selling fruits, we sell oil. And if you can help us, we can sell cosmetics, Your Excellency. So we go up to 150 instead of 75. Your Excellency, we are also #2 macadamia producer in Kenya. And we are also very good #2 in coffee. Your Excellency, there is no other county that can give you that kind of score. It's only Murang'a. So I'm persuading the government to support this initiative because it has the requisite. But then Murang'a can also carry the rest of the central region because it's the bottleneck to the city and to the export airports and ports. So essentially, the produce of Murang'a can be complemented by the produce of Nyeri, Kirinyaga, including Meru, because infrastructure is complete. In my business school of simple economics, Your Excellency, Murang'a ticks all. Lastly, Your Excellency, Murang'a has a university, has a teachers' college, and has educated its children. The young people in Murang'a are yearning for jobs. This industrial park would be able to significantly help us alleviate the challenge of joblessness. And that will be a very good return to our Ministry of Education and to the government. You are investing 1/3 of the budget of the country to education. But we are not having returns because people don't have jobs to pay tax like I do. So why don't we solve the equation by giving them the jobs through the... So broadly, Your Excellency, I start to say I will support this. Equity Bank will fully support this initiative. And Your Excellency, you can leave financing for the industrialization to Equity Bank. So that I can deal. I just need to be enabled. I am sure, Your Excellency, 2 weeks ago we were with you. We assembled all the financial service providers in Nairobi. I would like to direct them there and tell them I have managed to arrange a project we can all syndicate. And then, Your Excellency, as you go to the African Union, you can show a project in implementation. Your Excellency, I don't want to take more of the time, but I'm sitting and handing over, believing that truly when you start and speak to us, you grant our request. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Mohatia clap for Dr. James Mwangi. That choice was well thought, and thank you for your non-parallel presentation. You magnanimously shared with us, and thank you so much. Your Excellency, sir, allow me now to invite the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Land, Housing and Urban Planning, Honorable Alice Wahome, to speak and invite Your Excellency to address us and officially open the first Murang'a County Investment Conference 2025. Karibu Waziri.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief, it would be diluting the message and the appeal by Dr. Mwangi if I stood here to continue speaking. Your Excellency, this is your meeting, but allow me to simply say that we are happy to have you address this gathering. It is an unusual gathering because it brings together very heavy minds from this county, very serious business people, both the industrialists and financial services leaders. Your Excellency, they are also fairly, very well educated. You have had Professor so-and-so, Professor so-and-so. So wale wako na degree moja, tuko hapo tu pia karibu, Your Excellency. But Your Excellency, as your Cabinet Secretary for Lands, Public Works, Ministry, Housing and Urban Development, I want to take this unique opportunity to thank you extremely so because of the support and the attention you have directed to affordable housing as a program. Your Excellency, I had told these people earlier because I have spoken that for us to make good progress in terms of the layout and the plans for the governor must lead in the area of land use planning, so that our land, because it's not a lot, Your Excellency, can be properly, economically planned for purposes of development. And I hear that is what Equity James Mwangi is saying. And Your Excellency, how else? He has just offered to fund. So Your Excellency, just to give now leadership and give government support and goodwill, because James is saying if he's appointed, he will lead the rest. And the biggest headache, Your Excellency, for any government is to mobilize funding. That is done. Your Excellency, in terms of land use planning, the ministry, you know, you have directed me to work with the county governor, and we are doing that, Your Excellency. And what was presented here, Your Excellency, I would say it's about 90% complete. Once we sit now with the governor, we will bring back that land fully titled, Your Excellency. So far, the EPZ has an RIM. The other 800 has also been surveyed. The survey is finishing in the next 7 days, Your Excellency. From there is for us to engage the NLC for purposes of allotment. Your Excellency, it's important that I just give, I had given these people what we are doing as a ministry, but I know, Your Excellency, the government is funding education projects in this county. The government is funding roads project in this county. The government is also funding agriculture through subsidized fertilizer. Your Excellency, the government is very serious on the agriculture sector, and so far, in the land that the governor gave you, or gave the government, 500 acres, already they are working closely with your PS and the Minister for Investment and Trade. And I'm sure you were briefed on how much so far has been released. In health, Your Excellency, there is also funding going to Honorable Kangata's work and also other projects within the county. But in terms of our markets, Your Excellency, I hadn't counted, and I don't know whether I should give the numbers, but because other counties could also be in the same league, you know, we are working, but people don't yet understand that. Murang'a, among other counties, has 23 markets, ESP and modern markets. Your Excellency, out of the 23, 14 markets, work is ongoing between 20% and 95%. Therefore, only 9 are within the planning and procurement stages. You also instructed recently that we must provide hostels for students. This county has been allocated 6,800 hostels for students, for different constituency, TVETs, and KMTCs. You know, the last time you were in Maragua, you also directed that we work on Maragua, and Governor agreed that the hospital can also be looked at there around Makuyu level 4. Your Excellency, then the last one is that the affordable housing work is ongoing. We have 10 projects. I don't want to go to details, but those 10 projects, 3 have already taken off from the ground. And looking at the total numbers of the units, I think by end of the year, Your Excellency, we shall be having close to 10,000. But so far, what is in the procurement taken off, Mackenzie, you know the famous Mackenzie, opposite is Gatanga, and then we do have other projects where you launched recently in Maragua constituency. That is to say that in terms of investment, the government of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, and I want Murang'a people to hear, kwa sababu kuna siasa hapa duni kidogo inaendelea, Your Excellency. And I agree, it is too early to do politics against development. Even if you want to do politics, don't do politics at the expense of economic development or development that speaks to the needs of the people. And you know, the people at the bottom of the pyramid do not understand that language. By end of it all, Your Excellency, you'll be given a scorecard. And I think for Murang'a, unless we are not fair and just people, this government, looking at now what we have now today, achieved, even his presence here, Your Excellency's presence here, Your Excellency, watu wa Murang'a, let us work together. Tugaga kamuige koyaga ke? Koyaga dri. Let's team up together. Tuachane na siasa. I agree. Gagatemanwa na hau muiso. Na kila mtu ako tayari na siasa yake. His Excellency is not a baby in politics, bwana. Kama tuliweza last term. Sasa hii wakati bwana ni mteremko. You know, we don't want to lose anybody, Your Excellency. We don't want to lose the people in terms of development. Watu wanataka barabara, wanataka maji. Your Excellency, the last one, we have done everything else. Increase the budget for electricity for this county, because if we are going to go the route we have said, we need more electricity. And then water. Your Excellency, you remember I left a project in the Ministry of Water. Sitaongea hiyo, unajua hii county where we can get enough water for the entire county, and maybe 60% be taken to Nairobi and other neighboring counties. I will reach there, we'll stop there, Your Excellency. Allow me now, ladies and gentlemen, we put our hands together and bring His Excellency to speak to us. Your Excellency, makofi please, His Excellency, Your Excellency, karibu sana.
Hamjambo. It is a great honor to join you here in Murang'a County for this important international investment conference, an event that reflects the growing recognition of counties as critical frontiers and powerful engines of national economic growth. This conference is a testament not only to the ambition of Murang'a, but also to our collective national vision of transforming Kenya into a competitive, inclusive, and investor-friendly economy built from the bottom up. Kenya's real strength lies at the grassroots. It is our counties that comparative advantages in agriculture, manufacturing, energy, ICT, infrastructure, and tourism becomes visible. To fully unlock this potential, we must develop strong and competitive value chains. Through the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we have introduced a multi-sector strategy to support value addition, particularly in agriculture, manufacturing, and digital services. We are moving beyond primary production to strengthen agro-processing, industrial linkages, and market access for smallholder farmers and SMEs. In support of this agenda, the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry is developing investment profiles for key priority sectors. These strategic tools will highlight opportunities, showcase value addition propositions, and facilitate investor engagement at both local and international level. I am pleased to report that we now have a comprehensive investment tool for leather sector. This document outlines the sector's high growth potential across entire value chain valued at US $80 million, from raw hides and skins to wet blue crust and finished leather products. Similarly, tools for textile and apparel, e-mobility, and business process outsourcing sectors are also at advanced stages of development. By supporting end-to-end value chain ecosystem, we aim to raise local incomes, create employment for our young people, improve food security, and position our counties as globally competitive exporters. Distinguished guests, achieving this vision requires robust collaboration between national and county government. We are strengthening the partnership through harmonized regulation, shared development frameworks, and coordinated investment promotion efforts. I remember very well when we made the decision that it was time to expand our value addition agro-processing capacities. And it was necessary for us to add another 6 special economic zones. I remember calling the governor of Murang'a and telling him that I need 500 acres of land so that we can develop a special economic zone in Murang'a. I'm very happy that today we are not only developing a special economic zone in Murang'a, we are doing so in Sagana, right here in Kirinyaga. We are doing one in Nakuru, Eldoret, and Busia. The project in Murang'a, we have already spent 230 million to develop the first 10 acres of that land. And I can proudly say that we have identified the Murang'a Special Economic Zone as to be the center that will be the pharmaceutical manufacturing hub of our country. And the Ministry of Health is providing relevant expertise to ensure that the 150 billion pharmaceutical commodity supply that currently is being imported from outside Kenya is manufactured in Kenya and specifically here in Murang'a. I hope that we will be able to work together towards making that a reality. I know also that when I informed the county leadership, and I want to thank the County Assembly of Murang'a, the MCAs and their speaker, they expeditiously approved the allocation of 500 acres for special economic zone here in Murang'a. I must say to the County Assembly, with great foresight, we are going to make sure that your decision brings the relevant change in Murang'a County. Let me also say that as James Mwangi has asked, part of the programs that we are developing, Minister Alice has told you about the program we have on affordable housing. Our plan is the first one, 10,000 units already. The first housing project, I am going to come and give out keys in August. In August, we will move to phase 2. All the other projects will be up and running. And why housing? I want to speak to the people of Murang'a. Why housing? You have heard James say Murang'a is #1 in producing avocados, #2 in tea, #1 in tea, #2 in coffee. The reason why housing in Murang'a is so that we will continue to have Murang'a as producer #1 of tea. Because unless we do so, and we continue with land subdivision, we will reduce the land that currently is being used for agricultural activity, and it is going to be land for settlement, and Murang'a will lose its place of being #1 in tea production, in avocado production, and that is why it is necessary for us to provide alternative settlement so that the precious land that we are using for agricultural production, for food security, and for commercial farming shall continue to be secured. That is the background to why affordable housing serves the interests of our country in matters ensuring that we reverse the land fragmentation that is going on in Kenya that is actually threatening our food security and our agricultural progress. Let me also say the following. To be able to make meaning of the productivity of our farmers, it is important for us also to provide avenues for them to be able to monetize their products. And that is why we are building 23 markets in Murang'a, so that our farmers can have places where they can sell their produce. We will have cold rooms in those markets. We will have storage in those markets. And we will have decent places for our farmers to be able to monetize their effort and their products. At the moment, much of our produce goes to waste because of post-harvest losses, either because there isn't adequate storage or there isn't adequate cold room facilities, and therefore most of our farmers lose their produce after they have worked so hard. That is the reason why we are building markets, not just in Murang'a, but across Kenya. I have given very clear instructions to Alice and her team that we are going to build 400 markets around Kenya so that we can reduce the 40% or so of post-harvest losses from our agricultural production. Let me also say that in this conference, and I want to commend the county government of Murang'a for putting together this conference, that as we do this, it is important to showcase what are the potentials in every county that we have. James Mwangi has made a very passionate case for Murang'a, and I agree with him. Let me just tell James Mwangi that you are preaching to the converted. Because already my plan started before even we talked about this special economic zone. When the issue of Del Monte was being discussed, I told the county government of Murang'a, you can discuss about any other thing, but there must be land for a special economic zone so that we can put up manufacturing capabilities. I am very happy today that it is not just the 500 acres that I asked the people of Murang'a to give, that you have decided that the whole 1,300 shall be used for purposes of manufacturing here in your county. And I want to promise you my government support in terms of planning, in terms of making sure that we realize that aspiration, and the Ministry of Trade is going to facilitate the gazettement, the necessary gazettement of whatever areas that are required. And as you have heard, CS Alice has given undertaking that between her ministry and the National Land Commission, the issues that are outstanding will be sorted out so that we can actualize the plan that will unlock the tremendous potential that exists in transforming the 1,300 acres into a manufacturing hub. Let me say three things in respect to this piece of land. Number one, as I have said, we will facilitate the areas that are required as government to make sure that it is transformed into a zone for manufacturing and for doing all the other good things that you want to do. Number two, we are going to work together to support the infrastructure development around that facility. I am happy that James has confirmed that most of the roads that were outstanding are ongoing. At least you said that the Mau Mau Road towards your home is ongoing. Many people would want to say it is not, but at least you have confirmed that it is. And all the other facilities, and I want to confirm that we will make sure that before we start any new roads, we will make sure that those that are ongoing are completed so that we ensure that we unlock that potential. And because we have done so much already at the rural areas, it will become very easy for us to now concentrate on making sure that there is adequate infrastructure in the special economic zone, and I will give relevant instructions to that effect. Let me also say the following. I agree that we have a challenge of unemployment in Kenya. We have many young people who are looking for opportunities for work. And we have to be intentional. We have to be deliberate as to where are we creating the jobs. One of them, as was said here by James, is value addition, agro-processing and that space. And that is why my initial thinking for a special economic zone, not just in Murang'a, but in 6 other special economic zones in Kenya, is so that we can transition from primary production of all the aspects that we are doing, whether it is macadamia or avocado or tea or coffee, that we move it to the next value. And therefore, as we work towards ensuring that we operationalize all the special economic zones that we have, with the county governments, we are also working on county aggregation and industrial parks. Again, a set of spaces where we can do primary value addition of products in every county. But we are also doing another 2 things. When I went to China 3 months ago, and we were shopping for what kind of collaboration can we have with China, I told the president of China that we import 600 billion worth of goods from China, while they import only 40 billion of goods from Kenya. 600 billion and 40 billion. And I told the Chinese president that we need to balance this trade. And because there are still many tariffs on our tea, on our macadamia, on our avocados, on our coffee, on its way to China, the good news is that as I talk to you, we are already sending a team to China, because China have agreed to a bilateral trade agreement that will see the removal of all tariffs on Kenyan products, so that we can expand the market. And Minister Lee Kinyanjui is seized with his team. My good friend here, Abu Bakar, can confirm that the negotiations are going on. It is my expectation that by September or latest October, we should have been able to have forged an agreement that will see an expanded market for our avocados, our macadamia, our tea, our coffee, and other agricultural products to the 1 billion people in China. So, and as we also, as I have said earlier, we are not only looking at that market, we already have signed and ratified last year the economic partnership agreement with the European Union, and we now have duty-free and quota-free access of our products to the 27-member, 450 million people market of the European Union. I'm asking farmers, I'm asking business people to take advantage of the negotiations that we have had in the various markets. Again, we are in conversation with America. I know they levied a 10% levy tariff on Kenyan goods, but we are at the tail end of negotiations to see what is going to happen, whether they can reduce that 10% or eliminate it altogether. So that conversation is already ongoing, and we will give you results shortly. What am I saying? I am saying we are expanding market for Kenyan goods and products. And therefore, it is important as we expand the market that we also prepare so that we are not exporting raw materials, that we are adding value to whatever it is that we are producing. And that is why the Special Economic Zone here in Murang'a and elsewhere in the country are important ecosystems to enable us tap into the potential of the markets that we are creating. Not to forget the East African Community Market and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Market. So, to the people of Murang'a, and as you have put it yourselves, that you want to be the hub around agriculture because you're already producing macadamia, coffee, tea. This special economic zone is going to be the game changer. And therefore, James Mwangi, you have my appointment in this public forum to lead the way in making sure that we unlock those markets. And if we start in Murang'a, I know it's going to go to everywhere in Kenya. And therefore, let us make the next step. We are already seized with the requirements that are needed in that space. Let me also say this, that as we work with the counties, we want to ensure that we support the counties so that their full potential is understood nationally and internationally and appreciated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, achieving this vision requires robust collaboration, as I have said. For investments to thrive, counties must provide a stable, predictable, and business-friendly environment. Let me repeat this for the sake of my friends, the members of the County Assembly. For investment to thrive, counties must provide stable, predictable, and business-friendly environment. This includes improving infrastructure, streamlining regulations, because regulations is the business of our assemblies, fostering innovation, and lowering the cost of doing business. Land remains a critical enabler of investment. We are working to enhance land tenure security for foreign direct investment and promote land use through public-private partnership. Murang'a offers significant opportunities in agriculture, housing, and infrastructure development. Murang'a County has equally articulated a clear and compelling investment vision, one that demonstrates ambition, strategic foresight, and alignment with Kenya's broader development agenda. Among its flagship initiatives include the Murang'a Industrial Park, which is being considered for Special Economic Zone designation, and the Export Processing Zone that is already underway at Del Monte just across. These projects aim to connect local producers to global markets and unlock substantial trade potential. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference comes at a pivotal time as Kenya integrates county-level investment promotion into its broader foreign engagement strategy. A key milestone in this effort is the signing of the Economic Partnership Agreement, commonly known as EPA, which grants our exporters duty-free, quota-free access to European Union. This presents significant opportunities for counties like Murang'a in agro-processing, manufacturing, and value addition. In my trip to China, among the investors who wanted to invest in Kenya, and we have since directed that investor to Murang'a, is one gentleman in our midst. I want him to stand. That's this good man. He was with us he was with me in China. Welcome, and I am told already there is a relationship between him and the county of Murang'a. He intends to develop infrastructure on 400 acres. Mr. Kangata, I am handing over that investor to you and I don't need any fees. Yeah? So proceed. When he mentioned to me in China that he has money to invest, and thank you very much for having confidence in our country, my friend. You have seen from the pitch by James that, in fact, you are in the right place in Murang'a County. To further support county-level investment, the national government, through the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry, has developed the County Licensing Uniform Act of 2024 and the accompanying regulations 2025 to simplify and harmonize licensing. These are currently with the Attorney General for submission to Parliament, and in due course they will become part of our laws. We have also created a County Competitiveness Index, which is awaiting validation by the Council of Governors to guide investors and help counties enhance their competitiveness. Other key tools include county aggregation industrial parks aimed at spurring local industrial growth, and in a county investment conference guide to standardize engagement, promotion, and follow-up practices. In Murang'a, already Murang'a is leading by example. I encourage all counties to adopt this tool to ensure that their investment forum deliver tangible and lasting outcomes. Building on this momentum, let me take this opportunity to invite all investors and stakeholders to the upcoming Kenya International Investment Conference in March 2026. This landmark event will bring together investors, financiers, county governments, and the development partners from across the globe. Let us carry the momentum from Murang'a to the national stage. And I want to ask our counties, because we want to pitch for Kenya together with all our counties, so that we can showcase Kenya as a unified destination. We will be able to showcase what is available in Kisii, what's available in Kisumu, what's available in Murang'a, in Mombasa, in Turkana, and all the other counties. As we do this here in Murang'a, we want Murang'a to be at the national stage as well, so that we can give the profile that is necessary. Let me confirm two final things. A mention was made about energy or electricity distribution. It is not possible, and I agree, to be able to unlock the potential of our special economic zone, our agro-processing or manufacturing without energy. And that is the reason why the government of Kenya has dedicated 1.2 billion shillings this year to Murang'a on matters to do with energy. And the members of parliament from Murang'a know where the priority areas are. I have been informed that it may be necessary to have a substation at the special economic zone. That will be an extra addition, and I will take it up with the Ministry of Energy so that we can provide sufficient power to drive the industrial capabilities that will be built around our special economic zone. Let me also say one more thing. It is not possible to drive this whole transformation, whether it is agricultural productivity or manufacturing progress, if our citizens are not healthy. And it is the reason why we have developed a national program of elevating our health infrastructure and making it accessible to as many citizens as possible. I was getting the statistics today, and I want to encourage the people of Murang'a. Out of the 1.5 million people in Murang'a, 283,000 are already registered on the SHA platform. You have clapped too soon. Murang'a is number 35 out of 47. You have registered only 27% of the population of Murang'a. I want to encourage, I will be sending the people from SHA and the people from the ministry to sensitize the people of Murang'a to work with the county government so that we can bring on board citizens. It is my intention that no citizen will have to sell their property or livestock or plots to be able to pay for health. It is possible for us to have a health infrastructure that supports all of us, and the success of SHA is already demonstrable across Kenya. And therefore, I want to encourage citizens of this county, the people of Murang'a, to take up their role and be able to enroll on SHA. Let me also confirm that the government of Kenya, through industrial finance, has given support to SMEs in Murang'a. We just released from Kenya Development Corporation 300 million shillings for our small traders so that we can support them. Let me also confirm that we are in the process of registering small business enterprises so that we can provide training for them. We are looking for 800 entrepreneurs across Kenya, and we will be funding at least 70 enterprises in every ward with 50,000 shillings, 3.5 million shillings per ward, to make sure that we scale up some of our micro and small enterprises. We are looking at 100,000 young people across Kenya who will benefit in that process. And between the government of Kenya and the World Bank, we have dedicated 5 billion shillings for the scale-up of those small businesses. I want to congratulate Mwangi for offering to finance whatever development we will be looking at the special economic zone. I know that there is some exercises we have to do, and we will do our part, and we will take you for your word on your part. I am confident of Kenya's economic future, and it lies in empowering our counties to become vibrant hubs of production, innovation, and enterprise. Murang'a, from what I see, is ready. Our counties, from what I observe in every county that I go to, they are also ready. Let us work together across all levels of government, with the private sector and development partners, to unlock opportunities, uplift livelihoods, and build a Kenya that works for all of us. Asante sana Murang'a. Mambo yale mengine tutakuja tuseme tukipata nafasi. Poleni nilichelewa kidogo asubuhi. Huyu Kang'ata ndiye alinichanganya. Alikuwa ameniambia ni kesho, alafu akaniambia ni leo, alafu akaniambia ni kesho. So lakini nafurahi ya kwamba nimepata nafasi ya kufika hapa ndio tuweze kukubaliana vile tutasonga mbele pamoja, na nakubaliana na viongozi waliosema ya kwamba wakati tuko nayo sasa ni ya kupanga vile maendeleo itapatikana katika taifa letu la Kenya. Mambo ya siasa itafuata baadaye, na kila mtu atakuja kushowcase ile kazi amefanya. Kwa sasa sisi wote tuungane, tushirikiane, tuhakikishe ya kwamba tunabadilisha taifa letu la Kenya kwa miradi, kwa mipango ya maendeleo, and you have my assurance and commitment that I will work with the leadership in Murang'a County, at the county level and at the national level for the progress of Murang'a and Kenya. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Asanteni sana.